Believe me, 5 rounds in the boxing ring, emotionally, will probably leave you with an additional 2 years in addition to the normal 2-year grief process to get over your divorce. Now, can you afford 4 years of your time? Of your life? I'm Adriana Galimberti Rennie. I'm a psychologist. I guess I straddle both an understanding of corporate worlds and corporate needs with my understanding of the individual and their psychological inner world. And it's about bringing those two together to create real resilience, both in teams, but actually in individuals who work within those teams. One of the things that I think is absolutely essential here for employers is to understand the cost-benefit analysis that needs to be had when you have employees going through a separation or a divorce. The cost of people taking time off work, maybe because they have to pick up their children, maybe because they're having a duvet day because they can't actually bear to come in. Nothing to do with work, but to do with what's going on in their private lives. And then there's the other cost to you of their productivity. The reality might be that you don't even know, but your line manager doesn't even know that the colleague in that department is actually going through a separation. They might not have wanted to discuss it. It might well be that word gets round on the grapevine when maybe they've taken their 3rd day off, or when you've got your 2nd stress-related sick note, which is more often the case. This is all about the sort of very personal information that they need if their relationships are struggling. So before they get to the point where actually they might be taking time off work because they might have split up with their partner, giving them a set of tools that they can begin to feel more confident, either to try and adjust whatever is going on in their situation at this moment in time, their family life, or to help them to make decisions. Which direction should we be going? But the end game to an employer is resilience. The end game to me as a psychologist is also resilience. And most people are fine in their abilities to function. They just need a little bit of a stepping stone in certain areas, and those stepping stones are crucial to the continuing journey, because who wants to be stuck? Can you imagine now if you were able to offer to your employees something that gave them a broad-based knowledge of all the different types of services? Imagine what it might look like if, because your employees had access to this and they made different choices, and they didn't therefore have additional upset to deal with at the end of their relationship. Yes, of course they'd be upset, but there wasn't additional extraneous upset to deal with. Think in the last 10 years, you will probably know somebody who's been divorced in your boardroom. What was the impact of that on your business? How was it hidden? How did they divorce? Did they get help? What might it be like in the next 10 years when the next person in that same boardroom gets divorced or separates from somebody who they've been in a committed relationship with? And instead of going down the traditional route, they choose something else. They choose something where they feel in control, where their decision-making process is supported, where the process doesn't drag out, where they don't end up with high blood pressure. What difference might that make to your whole team? and cascading down to your other teams. What difference might that make?